We're tired of the hassle of having to take this barbecue on and off and not having a place to put it. I came up with the solution. You're going to want to watch this video to see what it is. The current situation is, obviously I built this for a landing to get in and out and to hold the barbecue. What sucks about it is that I have to strap it down with a strap. I have to put a bungee cord around it. I have to put a lock on it so thieves don't take it away. So if you want to see a video when we did this landing, we'll link it in our description. This is what I have to do every time I want to barbecue, which is not that big a deal, but it's kind of a hassle, and undo the lock. So obviously take it off and I have to set it somewhere. Basically the barbecue is going to sit about here, and when it swings out, you can do it here or all the way here. That's going to be the finished product.
So I thought I'd put this little section in because I didn't realize how bad this was barbecuing down on the ground. It's going to be nice when he makes it up here, and I'll be barbecuing like right here. Won't that be cool?
So this is my pivot point right here. Doesn't look like much. Somebody that's done one before probably knows, but this is basically a spare tire mount for like an off-road vehicle. This will have bearings in it, and it goes on the shaft like that. And then this is going to be, I'm going to drill a hole down through it, and this will be right here. That's the pivot point. I talked to my son, who's a welder fabricator, about ideas what to make the tray out of. I was thinking one by tubing, and he came up with, why don't you use angle iron? And I said that's a good idea. And what's good about it is it'll like also help contain the barbecue. I'll still bolt it down, but it'll be more contained in there. So I got some 1.5, 1/8 inch. Should be plenty strong for how big it is. So we'll get it cut up and start welding it together. I determined where I want to place my stud, I guess you'd call it. And I'm going to drill this out right here. So this will go through the frame, and I'll weld it on. Here's my mostly assembled unit right here. So I'm going to put it in there. I'm not doing it right now, but this is to show you. So I'll determine how high I want it, probably something like that. And then I will mark it and then cut it off down here. See the extra hanging out? And then that way I know where the bottom is, and then I can weld the stud in, square it up with the frame. I got my first piece cut out round here to match this. So I just have it sitting in the place right now of the right relation this way. Obviously when I weld it on, I'm going to weld it higher on this, and this will also be higher to make a gap here. Now I'm just going to figure out how far I need to go, right about here, and then mark that and miter cut it, and then start the rest of the pieces. Well, I got the whole frame all cut out, and it's laid out the basic shape here. So I'm going to take the frame off, weld it on a flat surface, everything but this part, and then I'll weld this in the correct spot, and then that way I'll be able to tell what height I want to weld this to this. I cut this off and the right length, so it'll be right at the bottom, and then I'm going to weld, tack weld it, and then make sure it's, you know, true to this, and then weld it all up on the top and the bottom. Basically, I put this on here. I had the bearing on it and everything, and then already tacked the bottom in the right spot, and then I used my square with the thing on there, and I squared it to this both ways, and I tacked the top. So I'm going to reinstall it. It's tacked pretty good. I'll put it back on and then put my frame on, decide how high I want the frame, tack it to this, and then once it's all in the right spot, I can take it off and do finish welding.
So Rick called me out here. We're trying to figure out some things. We have to figure out a latch that's going to keep this locked in and locked out when it's in its barbecuing position, I guess. Okay, Rick just found...
Yeah, something I didn't account for. We thought like, oh, we got probably anything, it's not going to hit down here when you put this on, but we were wanting to mount this closer this way, but it won't fit through here, so we're going to have to mount it.
So it's going to have to be all the way at the end.
Yeah, and it'll be totally fine right there. So.
Whew.
Yeah. It was fine.
You saved that one.
Yeah.
The other thing he checked too is it's not on here, but there's a tray that slides in there for the grease tray, and so that fits inside his little tray he's made to hold the barbecue.
Yeah.
So we've done some more figuring. We got some more things figured out.
So I got this piece of UHMW here. I beveled it off. I'll probably make it a little cleaner when I get ready to use it for real. But basically I'm going to have it sitting like here, and so, you know, flush, so when you swing around, it'll like, you know, if it's leaning at all, it'll like push up on it and it'll rest on it right here. So I think that'll work good. Yeah, we don't need it to really like rest on it, but we don't want this bobbing up and down when we're... Yeah, one like that.
Because we take the old Bigfoot off-road.
Got everything set up where I want it, the right height and all that, so I'm going to tack it on now, and then we can take it off and do all the welding off of the bumper. Basically, this is well, it's not the finished product, but this is how it's going to work. So it's resting on here, and it would just swing out the barbecue like this, or like this.
This is pretty fancy.
Put it back. Just slide right on there.
So Rick kind of got busy, and he just can't stop working.
Yeah.
And he fast forwarded a little bit, but not too much. So the frame is
painted.
Done. So let's talk about why it's painted.
Okay, so we want to eventually get this powder coated. It's a little time crunch. I probably could still get it done, but we're thinking if this works out good, we might want to add something like this to the other side
for storage.
So we'll see how it works out, and then either way, we'll get it powder coated when we get back.
Yeah, this way, if we need to make any modifications to the barbecue, also we can do it before it gets powder coated. Okay, so the frame is built.
Yes. Well,
oh, you want to show them that?
Well, yeah. So, well, I can show more when it's done too, but basically those are the detent spots. So when you swing out, they'll stay in the same spot.
Oh, you have fancy words for things.
Yeah. And then I just need to drill holes in this, just so it has better drainage.
So Rick decided to put a plate in the bottom for more stability. Yeah, so. Okay, we'll get that all fixed up, and then we can kind of show what it looks like.
Yeah. It's ready to go. I've got the bearings grease. I'm going to put it on and put the nut on and see how she works. So it's all mounted, it's on here. All I gotta do is mount the barbecue, but has a little bit of slack when it's at close position. There's grilling position 1, grilling position 2.
I caught you working again.
Not that exciting.
It's not that exciting. Well, the barbecue looks really good. All cleaned, which that doesn't happen very often. And you're bolting it on, right?
Yes.
So we won't have to actually lock it on.
Correct.
I guess if somebody wants to steal it, they can bring their tools.
Yes.
Okay. This is pretty fancy, so hopefully there's no modifications and we just get it powder coated when we get back.
Alright, our swing out barbecue mount is all done, except for the powder coating, which we'll do when we get back. Let me show you the last part that I added. The last piece I added was this quick deep temp pin right here. I added that so it's more stable, as you can see right there. Take it out, and then you can see it's a little more movement. I think it's still fine, but we just want to be sure. So I added this plunger pull right here. And I have 3 positions. So we have the closed position right now. Pull it up. We have position 1 or whatever. So you can come around this side and barbecue. And then you go to this next position here. And then you can barbecue from this side. We'll show that in a second. We just got new covers. The old one's pretty ratty. We'll link that for you. Let's take it off and show you barbecue mounted on here. Like that. And that's real barbecue right there. So I hope this video was helpful to you, gave you an idea, maybe do the same thing or something similar to it. I think it's going to work out really good. It's just, you know, I can't wait to try it out. Even like this with the other way too. So we'll see how it works out, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thanks.